Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese sweets and treats. Today we have a bit of an interesting episode. So a while back we got a box from Shogun Candy, and in that box there were two of these. They're calling these on their website just dinosaur candies. These are just little hard candies. They're not really telling me much about them, but they did say that it could be either grape or pineapple. So since they sent us two of them, I thought it'd be interesting just to try and, see if we manage to get one of each, or, if they're both the same flavor, and just, I don't know, just kind of give them a shot. Hopefully we did get both flavors. But if not, I thought it'd be fun. So with that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! So we have our little plate here. So starting with our first, and they did have a bunch of different dinosaur patterns for the wrapper. Somehow we got the same one for both, which is Mosasaurus, apparently. All right. I'm trying not to destroy the packaging, and it's not wanting to cooperate with me. Which feels about par for today. Okay. So I'm guessing that this is going to be grape, just from the color. It doesn't have a particularly strong scent. Okay, so on this channel we talk a lot about how Japanese snack makers are so phenomenal at capturing fruit flavors. And this really good, nice, strong, lovely grape flavor. But there is another thing that I really like about these Japanese hard candies, which is like, when you get a cheap hard candy, like it kind of has a bit of a rough texture to it, and there's all these like air bubbles in there. And to some extent, no matter how high a quality, no matter how hard a candy maker tries, you're going to get air bubbles. But some of the cheaper ones, they're so full of air bubbles, like you're constantly in risk of cutting your tongue on them. This is so beautifully smooth. I mean, it's just perfectly smooth. Your tongue kind of just glides over it. It is really astonishing to me, and this is pretty common, it seems like, with a lot of the hard candies that we get out of Japan, is they're just made to a really nice high quality. Even kind of these ones that seem like they're a bit on the cheaper side, they're not the really nice artisanal ones. They're just made really, really well. So moving on to our second one. So now we have the big question of the hour. Are we going to get second flavor, a pineapple, or are we going to get another grape flavored one? Okay. It looks like we got ourselves two grape flavored ones. Yep, definitely grape. A little disappointing that we didn't get both flavors, but honestly, A, that was a known risk. B, it was just kind of fun to try and just see the Those are really good hard candies. Really, really good. Definitely would recommend. Coach Osama. So to recap, we tried our dinosaur hard candies. Just, we tried them both just to see if we could get both flavors. We didn't. But really, the grape flavor was really nice. It is just lovely and sweet, and the quality of these hard candies is really, really nice. These are super fun. If you get the chance to try, I would definitely recommend. But also, this is something that, I don't know, it feels like we kind of get these particular types of candies more from the boxes like Shogun Candy and Dagaon. But these are really fun to try. And they're very different from the ones that we tend to get in the subscription boxes. So not just for these dinosaur candies, even though I do recommend, if you're curious about Japanese candy and snacks and things like that, I would encourage, if you see something that kind of just looks fun and is reasonable for what you can afford, maybe give it a shot. There are so many things like this that are really good and fun and tasty if you're just kind of willing to try. Uh, so I would encourage that if you see something like this that you think might be fun, give it a shot. It might be worth it. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.